Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. And today in this video, we're doing another anime review for the episode 2 of Cardfight Vanguard Overdress. So, in the start of this episode, we have Yu and his family basically just trying to do a normal family stuff, but actually mistaken that I thought that Yu have three older sisters, but no, one of them is the mother basically of Yu Kondo, which is really interesting. Oh, now in the beginning of the episode, we see Yu become more stubborn, I guess. Stubborn is kind of a word, I guess, but not really, because Yu it's kind of like really easygoing guy, but cannot say no in that respect. So now you become more like a proper person, I suppose. And now he tried to go to the card shop, but he doesn't have enough confidence to actually go to the card shop in itself. Fun fact, in the store basically we see kind of like the V series stuff in there rather than the original series, which is really interesting. So yeah, Vanguard is really improving in the story. Now go back to the video where now Yu tried to he really want to buy the cards, but he doesn't have enough confidence, and he walk around a little bit and he actually see Danji working basically. And Danji works a lot of stuff basically. Danji works on a tree, Danji works in the construction, Danji works in kindergarten, and Danji also works as a preacher, I guess. So yeah, Danji have multiple jobs, I guess, that he's trying to do, which is really interesting. And throughout the story we have throughout the working stuff that Danji shown like a really carefree kind of guy, really nice, really just straight up not so serious kind of person. But we see Danji in the Vanguard, when he playing Vanguard in the last episode, we see Danji is so into Vanguard that he looks intimidating and just looks scary and all, and very serious player, and even have a lot of win streak. Now the thing is that on the story, the funny moment, I guess, where Danji and Yu finally meet together, and there are Megumi, and Megumi is just very hilariously thought that both of them are dating. Now we have a fun sequence of the anime, which is really interesting, and that is a really fun episode to watch too. Now the other thing also that we see in this episode is that Yu actually finally having a card fight. So yeah, you can go to the carnival and just getting kind of basically just welcome for a newcomer, and then the tradition stuff like that. You make the deck, and then finally he fight with Megumi. So in the throughout the story, one of the interesting moments is that I think the silver hair guy actually said that you have two faces. It's really interesting. The meaning of two faces is not you have two faces. No, not really, not exactly like that, but kind of metaphorically or just philosophically, that you have two faces, which means that in other place you may show yourself, but in the other place you may show your other self, basically kind of like that. And I think that's what Overdress all about anyway. So we have we see Yu so serious, so confident. We see at the first when Yu try to guard on the first attack, I guess. Not first attack. The point is when you guard first time you guard, you actually fail to guard that, and you learn from that experience and straight up playing properly, I guess. And you actually won the battle, which is really interesting. Very cool moment where you try to just overdress to Verena, attack with Verena. That flame stuff just looks so awesome. So yeah, that is a very cool moment in the story. Straight up just really enjoyable, and just the fight scene is really epic too, and I love it. It's a proper fight now rather than the last episode. We just see more simplified one. Just like I said before, the pacing on the last episode is very quickly, and they could not add too much of the battle, the card fight stuff, into that episode. And so yeah, that is really interesting. And we see also a lot of characters that have really unique personality, I guess. You also saw that the silver hair guy, which is the wavy guy, actually kind of can actually draw really good drawing, and just that is insane. Also really interesting moment right there. We see also Tomari in that episode, Megumi, and of course Yu itself. And so yeah, we have the gangs right there. Oh, and also I think that whole place is Team Blackout, I guess. The point is that those plays are for a team, I guess, for a team. So it's one team right there on the carnival, which is really interesting moment right there, which is kind of maybe will be important in the future. So yeah. And the other thing which is really interesting is that you also see a hooded guy, a hooded person, I guess, unknown. I'm not sure who that person is, but just straight up, just like, who is this guy? And that is an interesting. So that's really interesting, I guess. And so yeah, and so yeah, sorry about that. That's a little bit of cut right there. But like the thing is that like on this episode, it's just very well. First of all, this episode is very well paced. It's insane how well paced this episode is compared to the last one. We have like the joke part, we have the more important line, and just like the fight scene in it by itself. The fight, basically the card fight, and just straight up a really fun one. And it's not very slow in a way. And just like it's so weird to see like it's very quick, but doesn't feel that slow in my opinion. The fight scene is just proper pace in my in the past of Vanguard anime or the older series. We have like sometimes the fight going so long, or just the fight going so quick that we have no idea what is actually going on. With this, actually, it's kind of like well paced in my opinion. It's just properly kind of like it's just more proper, I guess that's what I want to say. And straight up, just a really good episode in my opinion. Really good follow-up, I guess, from the episode 1 to episode 2 is getting really interesting, and I kind of want to see what you're going to progress throughout the series, I suppose. So yeah, I think that's about it that I kind of want to talk about within this episode. I think the most interesting in this part that we see the hooded person, and also that the silver hair guys actually said that like something about the other face. So there are two personality stuff that we in the real life, in the our ordinary life, I guess, throughout the day, I guess, that I kind of want to say is that you are a person, and then when you go to the carnival, when you play Vanguard, you can actually show your other face or your other personality, which is really interesting, that may play a part in the future. So yeah, because in the if you see in the opening, we see like Yu crying, Megumi crying, and just like Tohia getting kicked, just screwed up, I guess. So there are a lot of stuff that is really interesting that I kind of want to know also in the future. Makes me really excited for the anime. So if you're also excited, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Sorry if my voice is kind of like weird and I kind of cut like in the middle that time. It's just my throat is just straight up killing me right now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If I hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon in the next video, in the next episode, of course. So yeah, I'll see you all then, and bye for now, and have a good day.